Hi everyone, it's Tammy. We're just doing a sound check here. Just make sure everything's working great. Anything can go wrong when you're doing a live. Here comes Tom.
Hello everyone.
So we are from Nutmeg Notebook. In case you're joining us new for the first time today, we have a blog called nutmegnotebook.com is where you can locate it. Oh, well, here, you take that. It's there. We didn't tell our daughter we were going live, so her and the grandkids are trying to call us. Oh, you're on mic. So Tom will go take care of that. That's the second time that's happened to us. So today we have a really fun, different and special live that we're doing. So we got a phone call from Corey at Holland Bowl Mill this morning. And as many of you know, we are affiliates with the Holland Bowl Mill Company. Hi, kids. Hi. They're FaceTiming us. Tell them we'll call them back. So we are affiliates with the Holland Bowl Mill Company, and that happened just kind of as a lark because I had been using their bowl for chopping my salads for about a year, and people were always asking me where to get one, and so and I had actually ordered mine from Amazon, so I called the company. They're in Holland, Michigan, and I said, hey, can you get some more bowls on Amazon because our followers want to buy the bowl and it's always sold out on Amazon. And he said, well, I can do one better than that. They can buy it from us directly. Would you like to be an affiliate? And I was like, yeah, but how's that get my followers a bowl? So anyway, we only do affiliates with companies that we really like and whose products we actually do use and we think would be beneficial for you. So just so you know, we get offers every week to do affiliates that we turn down because we're very, what do I want to say, particular.
Selective.
Selective. That sounds better.
It needs to pertain to our actual meeting
Mission.
The needs of our lifestyle.
That's right.
Which is why we share.
And which is why we share it with you, because we follow a whole food plant-based lifestyle that's SOS free, salt, oil, and sugar-free. And so, and the Holland Bowl Mill is a company that we love.
Yeah.
It's a small family-run business. It's on the 4th generation now. Tom's going to tell you a little bit about their history, and he's also going to be moderating the comments and dealing with trolls, because we seem to have those when we go live. And if you have any questions for us, here's what we'd like you to do. You can put your question in the comment section, do 4 question marks before the question, and then 4 question marks at the end of the question. That just makes your comment pop out to Tom as he's scanning the comments. And the comments move really fast, so he will try to keep up with those. And if you have the question marks at the beginning and the end, he'll be able to identify it a lot faster. So because they are a small company, they have just 17 employees that work for them there in Holland, Michigan, and they make everything there. They even, use all of the scraps of the wood, so nothing goes to waste. And because of the coronavirus, the local festival that usually brings in about 300,000 people has been canceled, and that is a big part of their yearly income, as well as some of the festivals that they go to or trade shows that they go to, because these bowls are sold in places like Crate and Barrel and some of the upper high-end, what do I want to call them? Kitchen and home
goods stores.
Stores. And so he said, in light of that, and to try to keep all of his employees employed, he has decided to have a spring sale.
Kind of a bonus.
A bonus
one that they don't usually do.
Because they usually only do a sale in December before Christmas time, but they're doing a sale now. And so we'll tell you about that. If you use the code, if you first use our affiliate link, if you would, and Tom has that in the show notes, And then you can get 10% off your order. Any size order will get a 10% discount by using the code FAMILY. And it's all lowercase, so that's FAMILY, family. That is your coupon code, and that will just go when you're checking out. You'll see there's a space for it on the checkout page for the coupon code. Again, it's FAMILY, FAMILY.
I think he came up with that because everybody is basically at home with their family this week.
Right. And him and his wife recently had a little baby boy, so he knows now all about family. So we want to share with you a little bit about the company. Do you want to do that now, Tom?
Yeah, Tammy's talking about, it was Corey. I was out there, so
Corey,
you told him that
Corey
Corey made a phone call and said, hey guys, I'm doing something extra.
Yeah,
okay.
He's like, you guys are so good at doing your YouTube videos. Do you think you could do a YouTube video and give us a little plug? Which, of course, right now we're happy. We're to help support the small businesses, which we've been doing here locally. Yeah, because he said all of
their usual brick and mortar outlets are pretty much
closing. Yeah, so everybody's kind of shutting down. And so they're really hoping that their online business will sustain them so they can keep all of their employees.
Well, Corey, the gentleman that we communicate with regularly, he's the son of Dave Gear, and Dave Gear is the grandson of Chester von Tongeren. And so, so Corey's actually fourth generation, and I printed I'm going to hit some highlights off the timeline here. This company started in 1906. It was known as, the first one that started was the Holland Bowl Mill, and that was then founded by what I guess would be Corey's great-grandfather. That Holland Bowl Mill was the bowl mill that was founded by Lewis Fuller in 1906. Chester von Tongeren, Corey's grandfather, established the Dutch novelty shop that made in Holland, Michigan. Holland Dutch wooden shoes. That was 1926. And then in the neighborhood of 1946, they were producing 300 to 400 bowls per week, ranging in size from 6 inches to 16 inches in 1946. I think wooden bowls were more of a utilitarian thing back in that time frame. In 1962, the wooden shoe factory moved to downtown Holland, Michigan, and became a popular tourist attraction. And in 1964, they started selling the Fuller bowls. So the heritage of these bowls actually comes from the Holland wooden shoe people. In 1987, the wooden shoe factory purchased the bowl mill from the Fuller family. And the grandson of Chester von Tongeren, Dave Gear, owner of the wooden shoe factory and bowl mill, decided to close the shoe, quote unquote, the shoe, to concentrate on the production of wooden bowls. So they're not making wooden shoes anymore. Okay, you can't get online and find a wooden shoe. I remember seeing those around when I was a kid.
Yeah, I do too.
The new company was then renamed the Holland Bowl Mill in 1987. They moved again in 2001 to their existing location, and typically they produce between 800 and 1,000 bowls per week. In 2017, our contact Corey took a more active role in the business and became the fourth generation owner. Although Dave is still there, we have talked to him from time to time. The bowl mill also came full circle and returned to the tourism industry. They now offer free tours of the bowl making process and have a retail store at their factory.
Although right now it is closed, yeah, but in order to keep their employees safe, as well as the general public.
A number of our subscribers from the Michigan area, or even on vacation in the Michigan area, have actually stopped in there and got to see them live and in person, which we've not had the luxury of doing.
Can you turn the volume down?
Yeah, I hear that too.
Can you hear it?
We know the sound's working, don't we?
The sound is working. Okay, so here's what you get when you use our affiliate link. So everyone can use the code FAMILY, FAMILY, right now and get a 10% discount starting today, and that will go through April 12th of 2020. And so you'll want to take advantage of that. And for anyone that ordered earlier this week or last week, I'm sorry, we didn't know that he was going to do this. He didn't know that he was going to be doing this, but it does start today. And on all orders that are $75 or more, you will get free ground shipping.
Yeah, before you go into that, can I just kind of make a general announcement?
Yeah.
Because this is an unscheduled and essentially a bonus or extra show from us, we're actually broadcasting on top of, for those of you that follow Dylan at Well Your World, and you typically watch his show, please do watch his show and then come back to ours. Oh. It was unintentional that we piled on top of his time slot. We do try to avoid that with other people that are broadcasting in our whole food plant-based niche. So,
I didn't even think of that.
Our apologies, but everything will be here when you're done listening to Dylan, if that's what you typically do.
Did somebody tell you that Dylan's
I've got a couple folks have commented.
Sorry, I didn't even think about it. We just thought, let's do 4 o'clock because that's when we usually go live. Yeah. But we don't usually do it on Thursday.
So yes, absolutely, this will be available later, and the family promotional discounts actually available all the way through April 12th. Tammy may have already mentioned or may be about to mention.
I already have. Okay, so you also on all orders that are $75 or more, you do get free standard ground shipping, and then for orders that are using our affiliate link and are a minimum of $125, you will get a free Mezzaluna knife, and this is a Mezzaluna knife, and this is what I use to chop my salads. And if you follow me, you see all the time, almost every day, I post a chopped salad that I make in this bowl. And so with an order of $125 or up, then you'll get a free Mezzaluna knife so that you can use your bowl for chopping. And I use a 15-inch bowl. In fact, all 3 bowls that I have here are 15-inch. And you can get them in any kind of wood. But let me finish telling you what else you can get. And so you can also get free engraving on the bottom. And you can see here, like I had Nutmeg Notebook. And this bowl I bought in 2018. And I had 2018 put on it. And so you can have a saying put on there. It could have said like Tammy's Kitchen, or you could put a Bible quote or a favorite quote, whatever you want. And that's also free. And then also on any order of $200 or more, you will get a 7-inch, which is about this size, a 7-inch beechwood bowl. This one happens to be cherry, but what you'll get is a 7-inch beechwood on orders that are $200 or more. And you don't need a coupon code for that. That will just come in your box. It probably won't say that when you check out that you're getting one, but they will include it. And the same with the Mezzaluna knife. When you use our Nutmeg Notebook affiliate link, which Tom has posted below, you have a minimum of a $125 order, you will get a free Mezzaluna knife, but it won't show up when you check out. They know on their side that you used our link, and so they know if it's a $125 minimum order, they know to put the Mezzaluna knife in. And like we said, it's a small company. There's only 17 employees. They all know Nutmeg Notebook really well. And so when they see that you used our link, they always include that. We've never had anyone say that they didn't get their free Mezzaluna knife. So also, they have gift cards. So you can buy gift cards. All the stores are closing. I don't know what's happening where you live, but like our REI and Nordstrom's and Williams-Sonoma and all the, even some Walmarts are closing. And so if you need to get a gift to someone, Holland Bowl makes amazing gifts. And they have a wide variety of sizes of bowls, shapes of bowls, and price points. And so you could have something shipped to someone, or if you don't know exactly what they might like, think about doing a gift card. And they will do an e-gift card, so you can give them the recipient's email address, and they will email them the e-gift card, and then they can pick out whatever kind of bowl or wood product that they want. And so, and these do make beautiful gifts. And remember that you can get the free engraving on the bottom. And so if it's somebody's anniversary or a wedding, and wouldn't it be terrible if you had a wedding planned right now and nobody could come? Wouldn't that be terrible? But anyway, they make amazing gifts. And so people are asking about how to take care of the bowls. And so we'll want to cover that in a minute. But first I want to show you the variety of bowls. Now, these are all my bowls and I love them. And we use the bowls all the time in our kitchen. We use the cutting boards. So I don't recommend anything smaller than the 15-inch. Now, I know a few people have bought the 12-inch. Some people tell me it's too small. They regret it. They wish they had the 15-inch. But some people have bought the 12-inch. They make smaller salads than I do. And they say that the 12-inch is perfectly fine for them. So I just know that with the size of salads that I chop, if I had a smaller bowl, everything would not stay inside the bowl the way I chop. So I really prefer the 15-inch. So the beechwood is the first bowl that I had. And I actually had one before this that I gave to my daughter. We keep it at her house. That way if we want to chop a salad when we're over there, she has a bowl and a knife that we can use. And so the beechwood is the most, what do I want to say? They're all hardwoods. All of their bowls are made from hardwoods. And so it's really just a matter of which one you prefer aesthetically. So, and I went with the beechwood just because it was the lowest price point when I bought it. Recently I decided I wanted a cherry bowl, and Tom and I kind of wanted to have our own bowls so that we could both be chopping salads at the same time, because, you know, if I chop first, well, I like to make the top of my salad look all beautiful and take pictures of it for you guys, and then he has to wait through all of that in order to chop his salad. So now we have two chopping bowls, and so we can both be chopping our salads at the same time, and that way he doesn't have to wait for me. And so for this one, I wanted a cherry bowl, and so that's what this one is, and I like it, and I think it's really beautiful, and the bowls just make me happy, and the chopped salads are so amazing.
These are both ready for
they're ready to be oiled,
yeah.
So, and Tom will talk about that. Then last year for my birthday, I turned 60, and so I told Tom one of the things I wanted was a champion juicer, and not that we do juicing, but we make frozen fruit ice cream in it. And so you can check out our video on that. And then the other thing that I wanted was I wanted a cherry salad bowl set with little individual bowls. So we have 8 of the little cherry side salad bowls, and this is for, you know, when we have company over. And of course this would not hold a big salad like I eat, but when we're having company and we're just including salad as a side salad, then these bowls are perfect for that. So I'm going to set these down and try not to tip them over. And this set came with the salad serving pieces, which are just beautiful. I don't know if you can see. And the workmanship on these is amazing. You know, they're sanded really nice and smooth, and they just feel good in your hands. And I love the look of the wood on this bowl. And this is a 15-inch cherry. And I told when I called to order it, and I told him that I wanted one that was pretty solid in color, and so he chose this one for me. And then I had Get Healthy, Stay Healthy, 1 meal at a time put on the bottom of it, which, as those of you who follow us know, that's kind of our little tagline that we use for Nutmeg Notebook. So this bowl I don't chop in. I want to keep this bowl looking beautiful.
It's your
it has no
family serving bowl.
It's my serving bowl. So I will actually chop a salad in one of these other bowls, and then I will serve it in this bowl when we have company and we're doing like a beautiful buffet. So this bowl just makes me happy. What can I tell you guys? I love handcrafted items. They make me feel good to have them in my house, and I love having them around in my kitchen. They add a lot of warmth, and they're very durable. All of these are of heirloom quality, and so they are intended to last a lifetime, which they will as long as you take proper care of them.
What size is that
So
heart bowl?
this is the 12-inch, and this is the heart bowl, and this is, I just love this. Of course, I love anything that is heart-shaped, and so this is also a cherry. I guess cherry is just one of my favorite woods, and so so I ordered this one in cherry, and I just love the kind of off-center heart shape that it is. So I usually use it on the counter to put a little bit of fruit in, and you could use it in your kitchen for anything. You could serve, you know, muffins or cookies on it, and that would look adorable. You can also use it as a centerpiece and put like a candle ring and a candle there. I would just put something under it to catch the wax as the candle is melting down. So what else did I want to cover?
Oh, I want to talk
and then-
about banana bowls when you're ready.
Okay. And then they have all kinds of wood utensils. So if you like to use wood kitchen utensils when you're cooking, then take a look at the page where they have all of their wood utensils, because they make spoons and spatulas and just all kinds of wonderful wood utensils. You can also, this one is a burnt edge.
Ebonized.
Cherry, ebonized.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said burnt, huh? Ebonized.
It's not burnt.
Ebonized.
Unless you've been using it to cook in on the
I
stove.
know. I call it my tomato bowl, because when we get home from the grocery store, I wash my little cherry tomatoes or little salad tomatoes, and then I let them dry, and then I put them in the bowl. That way they're ready to, you know, just grab and eat, or to use, you know, as a little condiment or a little topping on something. And so I just call this my cherry bowl or my tomato bowl, because I use it for tomatoes all the time. Now, they also have beautiful wood plates. Can I give that to you for the moment? Lots of different woods that you can get, and these are gorgeous just to use to display different fruits and vegetables on in the kitchen. You can eat off of them, and we'll talk about how, you know, you just wash them with a little bit of warm soapy water, but you never immerse them in water. So you just hand wash everything, rinse, and then hand dry right away. And these make really wonderful for, you know, putting brownies on or cookies on or whatever you want to serve as little snacks. And it almost looks like a little tray.
Vegetables and hummus.
Vegetables and hummus. Yeah, and you can serve up salsa or hummus in the wood bowls too. And then just wash them without immersing them, but just wash them with a little bit of warm soapy water, rinse them, and then dry them. And they just make for a really beautiful presentation. And then I really like this oval shaped one as well. And it usually has the overflow of bananas in it. And then do you want to talk about the overflow of bananas and the fruit bowl?
It's not overflow, it's age sequencing.
Yeah.
It's not that I have too many bananas. It's
Never.
just I have bananas for today, I have bananas for a few days from now, and I have bananas for several days from now.
That's right.
So, when we buy bananas on our shopping run, when there's bananas to choose from, we'll try to buy some that are pretty green, and then we'll try to buy some that are more yellow. And so we actually bought both of these in our most recent shopping run. The ones in the oval bowl here that are darker and to me are just right now perfectly sweet and perfectly ready to eat. Those kind of go in this other bowl here because I'm snipping them off, and they go into my morning cereal. Tammy uses those for baking, and when they get...
Which I did while you were upstairs.
Yes.
I made muffins, banana oat muffins, and then I made cobbler for dessert
She
for
gets
tonight.
into the bananas when I'm not
Yeah,
around.
I used some of these, but I used some of the frozen ones too.
And I'll be eating off of that hand maybe one more day, and then it's going to have to go ahead and be peeled and into the freezer. But by that time, these nice yellow ones will be ready, and then one of these hands will transfer into my ripe and ready to go bowl. So we do use really
You
both
want
of
to
these.
talk to them about the fruit bowl and why it has the holes?
Yeah, both of these bowls have
Maybe hold it up so they
bananas
can
in
see
them
it.
the whole time. And the idea, across brands on fruit bowls is that they have these holes in the bottom. I don't want to dump these bananas on my head. So that air flows through the fruit and out the bottom, whether it's bananas or pears or apples or whatever. The idea is for the gases to vent out and not pile up in the bowl, because that's what causes things to ripen too quickly. So there's a scientific reason for the holes. I probably appreciate them more from a decorative standpoint. But anyway.
It's a beautiful bowl. And again, this one is cherry, and this one is a 15-inch cherry.
Is it a 15 or a 17? I thought it was a 17.
Do you want to measure it?
Well, it's bigger. Okay.
No, it's a 15.
Okay, I retract that. I said earlier this is a 17
It's
inch.
a
This is a 15-inch, because these are all 15-inch bowls. So
yeah, it's a 15-inch. And they're not exactly 15 inches, right?
Yeah.
Some can be just a little bit. It depends on the size of the tree. Some of them are, and they're handmade.
Yeah.
So some of them are just a little bit.
Okay, now
bigger
dash
than
949, you say you're ordering it now, it's a 15, not a 17, although a 17 would be very cool.
Yeah, we
So-
could totally use a 17-inch for the bananas,
If you've already,
because we fill it.
Yeah, if you've already made an electronic order and want to change it, leave them a message and they'll call you right back.
Yeah, and I want to tell you guys too, they have excellent customer service. So they are the nicest people to work with, and they really are super proud of the products that they make, and they stand behind them. And they do have a lifetime guarantee as long as you take care of them. And at the end here, we'll talk about how you take care of them. And so then this is really a beautiful piece. How thick is this, Tom? How many inches?
Inch and a half at least.
Inch and a half thick.
Yeah, just about
And
1.5
so
inches.
this is wonderful to use in the center of your table, to use as a centerpiece. So like if you're, you can also put it on like a buffet line, and so you can put ingredients on top of here. Let's say you're doing like a taco bar or a burrito bar. So you could have chopped cilantro and chopped onion and chopped peppers on here, and it just looks beautiful to have those laid out on here. And then you could have just, little spoons that would be next to everything. Or you can use it as a centerpiece on a table, and you can put your, a vase of flowers on top of it. Or you can do little appetizers. So like we like to make the sushi, and maybe you guys saw my post on how to make vegan sushi. And so you can cut the sushi and put it on here and use this for like a server. And it just looks beautiful to have your food displayed on natural wood. So, and you can get these in different woods, and I just love them. And they're very, very smooth. So it's perfectly safe to put it on top of your, if you have like a wood dining room table or a wood kitchen table, it isn't going to scratch it because it's been sanded really smooth. And of course you get to see all the rings of the tree, and it's just fun. It's a beautiful piece to have. So, and then we also have our cutting boards, and I love those. I love to use these also for, can they see these? Sort of, kind of.
Well, you've got the little one with the muffins on it. It's right out in front.
Okay, so I baked these while you were upstairs. Could you smell them?
I could.
Yeah. So also you can, cut on this. This one has the live edge on it. So I like how natural that looks. And I like how they burn the Holland Bowl on there. But if you wanted to have something engraved on there, you could have something engraved on it as well. And again, I like to use it like a presentation board, and use it to serve things on, because I just think it looks beautiful that way. And then I have a bigger one down here, but I've got too much stuff on it to
Yeah, Donna's
show you the
reminding us
size.
to not put the bowls over your mic.
Oh, did I put the bowl over my
That
mic? I'm
was-
sorry.
that
And then I muted myself. I'm so sorry. And so,
Let me check your battery just to be sure it's right
okay,
there.
make sure it's still working.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm good. It's just I muted myself by doing that. And so then this is another, a cutting board that I have down here. And Tom, is this
Okay.
like
Yeah.
24 by 17 or something like that?
Yeah.
The size of that one. And so I love it. And then I have these little, I call these little working bowls. So I use these a lot when I'm doing food prep. And I'll put, chopped onion, chopped tomato, different small items in these little bowls, and I kind of use them like prep bowls, and I love those too. I think they're beautiful, and they just make me happy. I love having things around the kitchen that make me happy. And then, of course, our little sweet pea, who will soon be 4, when she comes over, she likes to take one of these small bowls, and then I give her a little kitchen scraper, a little plastic kitchen scraper, and she takes the play salad food and puts it in here, and she pretends that she's chopping a salad. Is that like so cute? So I love that. So I let her play with those as well.
I'm making a real fast battery change.
You're making a fast battery
And
change?
so it's going to go quiet for just a moment.
Okay, it's going to go quiet for a
So
moment.
just hold still.
Fast battery change. I should be back. Okay. Did you know when we started that it was getting low?
No.
Okay, so then another thing that they came up with, a lot of people were asking for like how to store the Mezzaluna. And so they came up with this sheath. Now, this does not come with your Mezzaluna knife. If you want to order the sheath, you do have to order this separately. And the people have a hard time finding it on the website. So what you do is you click on chopping bowls, and on the last page of the chopping bowls is a Mezzaluna knife and then the sheath, the little holder. And so you would just buy the little holder if you already have a Mezzaluna, or if your order is going to be $125 minimum and you're going to get a free Mezzaluna if you want the sheath, then just order the sheath. If you want to order a salad bowl and you want to use it for chopping, do not go to the chopping bowls. Just click on shop, and then you'll click on the bowls, and you're going to choose what kind of wood you want. And they have cherry and walnut and maple and beech wood. And Corey has told us that any of the woods are perfectly fine to use for chopping the bowls because they are all hard woods. It just comes down to what appeals to you aesthetically and what fits into your budget. And then, like I said, we recommend no smaller than the 15-inch. We were at our friend Maureen's house last weekend for dinner, and she had the most beautiful...
It was a 17-inch walnut.
17-inch walnut, and it had dark on the sides, and then it was light colored in the middle. And she doesn't actually chop in that one. She uses
It's a salad serving
It's a
bowl.
salad serving bowl, and it was beautiful. And she had that on her buffet table, and it was gorgeous. And so I was like, ooh, I kind of really like the walnut. So I think the next one I get will be something in walnut because I really enjoyed.
Next.
Well, I don't need another chopping bowl.
Next bowl. Okay.
But I really liked that 17-inch. I did like the size of that. It was beautiful. So anyway, but you can get me something smaller too. I would take a smaller one as well, just because it was so beautiful. It had a lot of drama.
She absolutely needs more bowls. Yep. Okay.
Okay, it's a disease. What can I tell you? Okay, so we actually have a video about how to take care of the bowls, but why don't you go ahead and you want to cover that?
Yeah, I do have that. I added that to in the description below the video with the wood bowl care. If you logged on early, it may not be there because I think I might have put it in a couple minutes after. So when you refresh, it'll be there. But we did get a question earlier from Sergio. We use the bees oil, which is a beeswax that's blended with a food grade mineral oil, and this is a cutting board food grade mineral oil. So this is wax and oil blended. Holland Bowl Mill tells us that the wax keeps the oil in there longer, keeps moisture out. It stays better in the wood. They all need treatment, like I mentioned earlier. These are due for treatment. It's been probably 4 weeks. If you wax them once a month, they're going to stay in really good shape.
That depends on how often you use them,
how often you use
too.
it, and how much you're washing it, how much soap you use, and all that. If you do not want to employ the use of any beeswax, then on our Amazon.com website, there's a link down below. I have listed the cutting board food grade mineral oil. which essentially is the same thing as the mineral oil USP I bought from the pharmacy, but me included, I like that it says it's for cutting boards and that it's food grade mineral oil. It says, this one says it's for other medicinal uses, which we won't go into. So anyway, cutting board oil from...
Yeah, and so you don't want to use olive oil or walnut oil or corn oil.
Or
because
coconut oil or
any of
olive
those
oil. Yeah.
vegetable-based oils eventually will go rancid, and they will cause a bacteria buildup to happen on the bowls. And so you cannot use any of those types of oil. So you can either use the one that is made from Holland Bowl that they sell, or you can buy the mineral oil to use, or the oil that is made specifically for wood bowls. And so as long as you oil it and keep it from drying out, and you do not immerse it in water, and you always hand dry it after you have rinsed it out, then you have a lifetime guarantee. You have to oil these in order to keep them from cracking, because just like your cutting boards, you have to oil your wood cutting boards or they're going to dry out. And because they don't have any kind of a finish on them, there's no stain on them, there's no shellac on them, because we're using them for food, then you have to protect them. And the only protection they get is when we use either the oil wax combination, or if you're an ethical vegan and don't want that, then you use the mineral oil products. And that does a beautiful job. Now you will also notice that they do get a bit of a green patina inside. And that's just going to happen because of all the wonderful chlorophyll that is in the greens that we put in here. Also, there's some different things, different fruits too, that will stain them. And oddly enough, it seems like tomatoes don't really stain it, but strawberries. There's something about the pigment.
Be a little red for a while.
Yeah, so you can see, like I had some strawberries in this one at lunchtime. And I made the most beautiful salad at lunch, I'll tell you. And I totally forgot to take a picture of it. And it was gorgeous, wasn't it?
One of the most beautiful ones I've ever seen.
And then I realized as I was stirring it all up, oh my gosh, I didn't take a picture of it. And it was gorgeous. And then I almost cried because I'd gone to all this work to make a beautiful topping, and then I didn't even get a picture of it. Oh well, there's always tomorrow. If that's the worst thing I do, then today's a success, right? So just know that the green is going to happen. That's just a natural part of using a wood bowl. We have found that if you set it out in the summertime in the sun, that the sun will fade some of that green patina. Also, if you are keeping it well oiled, then it will have a more protection on it and less likely to get really, really green. So if yours is getting really, really green, you probably need to treat it.
Stephanie is mentioning that she spoke to a representative from Holland Bowl Mill, and they recommended that she treat her chopping bowl once a week since she was using it every day. That certainly would help the situation, and it's not going to hurt anything. I am late with these. What we do, Tammy mentioned earlier, we use them, we chop with them, and then we immediately rinse them with warm water and just a little bit of soap on the dish rag, rinse it out, and we dry it immediately. So we're cleaning them immediately after use to keep them fresh for the next time. And we
don't eat out of these, I want to say. We transfer, after we've chopped it,
into our serving bowls.
Then we transfer it
to a serving bowl. So food's not sitting in here. But these are...
But you can. I mean, they're made to serve salads out of. And so you can.
Yeah.
I just don't want to eat out of that. That makes me feel like I'm eating out of a trough. And so I don't want to eat out of it. So we transfer it to a 2-quart bowl and eat it out of our 2-quart bowl. So do you want me to scan the questions while you talk? Or?
I think we're caught up, Tammy. We're at 40 minutes, so we should probably go ahead and wrap up.
Okay, so somebody was asking again about the size of the fruit bowl, and the fruit bowl is, this
15.
one is a 15-inch, and as you can see, it will hold 4 bunches of bananas
Hands,
and
yeah.
are they called hands of
Hands?
bananas?
That's what I call
don't know,
it.
that's what you call them. And so, or we could get another 1 or 2 on top if we wanted to, but this depends on if it's big enough for you. 17-inch, of course, would hold a little bit more. And so then when there's pears, or I buy avocados for the grandkids, or when it's peach season or what have you, I just use some of the other bowls for the other fruit and have it placed around the kitchen. So again, we're going to tell you that the coupon code, which is good starting today and going through April 12th of 2020, the coupon code for 10% off. Wow, I'm getting so tongue-tied. I've had a really off day today, haven't I? Mm-hmm. I've just been like, blah, blah, blah. Okay, the coupon code for 10% off is family, and that will go in the coupon code box on the checkout page, and it's all lowercase letters. So family, Family.
And I've got the link on how to get to their landing page, a couple of different places in the show notes, so that should be easy to find.
Right, and with a minimum $125 order, you will get a free Mezzaluna knife, and you will not get the holder. The sheath is sold separately, but you will get the free Mezzaluna knife. And these are 15-inch bowls that we like to use for serving or for chopping. And let's see if anybody else has. You want to check the most recent
I'm caught
questions?
up. I'm caught up.
Oh, how many inches are these little prep bowls? Can you grab the little measure and measure that real quick? And I have I have 3 different, I think this was walnut, cherry, and that one's either maple. Is that a maple?
These
or
are
beechwood?
6-inch bowls.
Okay, these are 6-inch. The little prep bowls are 6-inch.
Yeah.
And we did a video before Christmas all about the Holland Bowl products. Did you link to that one too?
Yeah, there's 3
Okay.
videos in there. There's how, kind of more of a formal, what do we call an evergreen video about how to order a Holland wood bowl, the different sizes and so forth. And there's simple salad batch prep on how you prepare batch prepping salads. Then the next one moves to
Chopping.
assembling, chopping your salads that have been batch prepped, and how to order a Holland bowl, kind of a repeat of what Tammy was just describing. And then the third video is the one on how to take care of the Holland bowl. I've got links to all of those in the show notes down below.
Nice.
So those are ready to go. And again, if you logged on early, the last one might not be in there. Just refresh and it will be there.
Yeah. So if you're wanting a Holland bowl, this is an extra special bonus time for spring to be able to get a discount, because they normally only offer a discount once a year. But like we said, they're trying to be able to stay in business and keep all of their 17 employees employed during this difficult time. So, or think about getting gift cards and giving gift cards for gifts right now. So that's about it.
Okay.
Okay, so here's the thing. If you've never been over to nutmegnotebook.com, go over there and check us out, because we have hundreds of videos. Yep, we have hundreds. Well, we do have hundreds of videos on YouTube.
There are videos at nutmegnotebook.com.
I told you, I am really off today.
You send them over there, and then they're just going to come back to YouTube. What's the point? Hundreds of recipes that are in a searchable, a very excellent search engine that you can find by ingredient, you can find by meal, you can find by food type. So Tammy's put years of work into that. Make use of it.
I think I'm really tired today.
And it does have links back to YouTube, but there's a lot of printable recipes there that you can that print out very nicely. The older ones we're still updating. The newer ones are all in a nice print format. The old ones are not. You have to do copy paste. We're working on that over time.
Well, and being stuck at home, we might get some of that computer work done.
It's 4:44, so I want to put a shout out into to Dylan's Well Your World YouTube show, which might still be going on, that we inadvertently broadcast on top of today.
Which we normally
if you
would
haven't
do
checked
that.
out Well Your World from Dylan, jump over there now that we're done and catch up with what he's doing.
Yeah.
So
And he has amazing salad dressings and sauces that are whole food, plant-based, and SOS
yeah, we did a
free.
video on that last week, or
Yeah.
2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago.
Last
Yeah,
week. We
the
have an
salad
affiliate.
dressing one, yeah.
We have an affiliate with him, and he's a great guy, wonderful products. So
Very tasty.
check our video
Okay.
for that. But when you subscribe to nutmegnotebook.com, this is what I was going to say, you'll get 2 exclusive recipes that are just for subscribers. And one is for this curry ginger butternut squash soup, which I made a pot of today. And it really hits the spot, and it freezes well too. And if I can get butternut squash already cut up, like at Costco, I'll usually make a double batch of it because it freezes so good. And it's one of my favorite soups ever, and I kind of guard it, don't I?
I ask you sometimes, which one of these soups do you want me to not eat? And that's the one she calls out. Okay.
Yeah, so that's really great. So please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you click on the thumbs up, that helps our ratings here on YouTube. And if you like this video, please think about sharing it on your Facebook page for us. And if you click on the bell icon, which is next to the subscribe tab, then you will get notifications from YouTube whenever we go live or we have a new YouTube video posted. And if there's anything that we can help you with right now, going through this really weird time that we're in with the coronavirus, leave us a comment or send an email. I'm Tammy at nutmegnotebook.com, and this is Tom at nutmegnotebook.com.
And we have 2 questions that just
And we
came
have
in
2
under-
questions. Okay.
Okay, they run their usual sale in December, right?
Yes, the only time of year that they normally have a sale is like late November into December. And if you listen and follow us, we will announce that because they'll tell us ahead of time, and we will announce that. So what size was this one?
The oval banana, single bunch banana bowl is 10 inches wide, 12 inches long.
Yeah.
In the oval shape.
So I think it says that it's a 12-inch on
12
the
inch, okay,
on
the
shop
longest,
page.
the longest dimension.
And,
Okay.
And this one is, again, a cherry bowl
Yeah.
because I just really like
Okay.
cherry.
So she said she was Tammy, and I am Tom, and
we
we help you get healthy and stay healthy, one meal at a time. Bye-bye.
Bye, you guys. Thanks for joining us today.